Okay, down to the basement doing some late night glue ups. Got my Rockler glue up tray here. Maybe I need a little more glue. This is Tite Bond 3. It's got a half-hour open time. Just using a Harbor Freight acid brush. I find that just a basic old acid brush works pretty well. You put the glue on. That really isn't going to make much difference there, but I do it anyways. So you just want to get the sides of the triangle thingies, the bird butts, or these are the wedges, but you call them pins, I guess. And then I'm going to show you maybe how to do a little bit of cheating to get the best results on your dovetail efforts. Get that cleaned up. And then we'll go in this way. Wiggle the brush around. I don't know if I got any contact there, but let's see. Marking system is everything. So I've got B over here, and I've got B right here, and then having it high and in the corner shows me the orientation. So that one goes there, and then we have to flip it around and quickly get A and kind of planed it off. I think that's A right there. I cleaned up this edge, and so kind of took off my my markings a little bit. So I'm just gonna smear some glue around here. Dovetails, I don't think you want to do too much. That's what I've heard from some old timers, but I don't know if that's true. There's a lot of stuff happening on dovetail that actually isn't going to benefit from a bunch of glue, just the way that the wood works. So like this end right here, it's going to fill it and swell it up maybe a little bit, which might help the finished look, but it's actually not going to be a really great glue bond. All right, that just fell into place. So it's one of those joints could have been a little tighter. I'm going to get some altitude here for these parts. Make sure you can see everything. So let's see, it looks like it's got to be this way. So I'm just going to paint this guy up here someplace so you can see me do this in real time. Can't really see my edge here. Let's see if I can turn this around. There we go. Get a better view of what's going on. And then I'll come over here, give this a quick painting. For luck. So yeah, the way that the construction works is one side of the drawer is going to act like, I'm gluing off camera, one side of the drawer is going to act like a cap that locks everything else into position. So let me figure out which way this is going to go. There's my channel. There's my half-blind dovetails over here. Those are in. Those are in. Those are pretty much exactly what I wanted them to be. A little shy on this side, but I'm going to live with it. And so here comes the clever part, if it works. I shoot a little glue. I've got my glue bot, my baby bot here, if I can get the glue to flow. Yeah. I use a Woodcraft brush here. It's not a brush, it's a glue paddle. I'm going to pack some glue into that joint, put a little glue into this joint over here. And then what I have, because when you cheat with your joints, they look amazing, I am going to take some sawdust and some glue left over from when I was working on the initial joints, the maple. So this is maple flavored stuff. And I'm just going to pack this into the glue that I put in there. Get a little bit more. Try and soak down the joint and really get the sawdust in there. So that's that guy. I'm going to turn this around. And then I think I'm going to go where I want to go. I have more. Let me zoom in here. I have more maple dust, fine maple dust, than I have elm dust. It looks like I'm going to have to do both. That's what happens when you don't do a lot of dovetails all the time. You get a little rusty, and then you have to cheat a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can pack in much elm into here. I am going to clamp this together, and so it may kind of tighten up some of these gaps. I think I'm going to go with maple in this big gap, though. And this one. And then there, just in case. So anyways, yep, just flip it over and look for other problem spots. Here's a place where I think I might have actually dropped the piece I was working on. There's a pretty gnarly, it's a pretty bad ding in there. I don't have the finest elm chunks, as I mentioned. So I wouldn't be too optimistic that I get the best elm filling here, but we'll give it a shot. The glue is the amazing part. So let's see, that will tighten up if I glue it up. So I think I'm going to go maple. As I mentioned, I have a lot of maple powder. It's very fine. It's going to pack in there well. I'm going to shove that in there. I learned this trick from hanging out in a Facebook cutting board group. Learned some pretty interesting stuff from people who make cutting boards all the time. They glue up a lot of wood, so that's one thing about. I got my dryer going in the background. It's one thing about people that work a lot with glue. They certainly learn how to take advantage of its capabilities. And I've had some pretty good looking joints thanks to using these tricks. As long as I'm here, I'm going to put some into this gap. So now I'm going to throw some clamps on it. I have some pretty fancy, I can't remember the parallel, I'll call them cabinet clamps. Okay, so as you can see, I've got these, they're Bessies, but they're the smaller Bessie, the juniors. And so I've got two going this way, applying pressure, and two pulling it together that direction. And it's pretty square. This closed up pretty well. Up here, there's a bit of a gap. Then this is okay, but you know, I think it's close enough. I've actually made these drawers. Told myself I'm not going to kill myself making them super, super tight. I just don't have enough time. If you watch my other videos, I'm moving a lot of stuff around and I'm trying to produce a lot of material. So I think I'm happy with this guy. I'm just going to let it sleep, and then I'm going to get some plywood and cut this panel, and then I'm going to get a piece of hardware on here. After I've sanded everything down, it's gotten to the point where like I'm not going to take out some of these marks and stuff. It'll just be easier if I plane this once it's all kind of put together and I'm testing in the drawers. So anyways, I got that one together. I just need to put this guy together. So that's what's next. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope this is inspiring you to do your own thing, even if maybe I'm not showing you the most perfect way to do these things. So again, thanks for watching.